Yesterday is gone, tomorrow has not yet come. We have only today. So let us begin. Welcome to 9 Minutes with Nefertiti. Hello everyone and welcome to 9 Minutes with Nefertiti. Did you like how we got started today? Things are just a little bit different here. I'm a little bit more casual than I normally am because today my hope is that when we finish, I will be able to do something that we're going to talk about today. So what do you think? Well, welcome to conversation number 7, and I hope you're having a good day. Conversation number 7 is about practicing a hobby. I know. Oh, just stick with me. I know you're saying, Nefertiti, are you serious? I've got 1,000,005 things to do. I know, but today, just hang out with me for 9 minutes while we talk about the topic of having a hobby and practicing a hobby. So, as I said when we first started these conversations, the reason why I organized myself to sit in front of a camera and talk to others is because, first of all, I'm talking to myself. Every conversation we have had is something that I feel, my hope is that it helps somebody else, but I sit here and I talk to myself. So if nobody ever listens to any of the recordings, I've talked to myself for 9 minutes. But the whole reason why we have these conversations is to take little snippets of information and try to apply it to the best of our ability and where it's applicable. And if it's not, it's okay. But we're trying to bring back joy and smiles to our life. And so I want to offer another tidbit of something that we can start to think about to make you smile. And just take it all in and listen to it. And then we can talk about next steps later. Today, I want to talk about a hobby. Now, again, you may say, Nefertiti, I don't have enough time to brush my teeth and make sure my kids are safe. I know, but I'm going to encourage all of us to say, I need to start making time. I need to start making time. So, making time for yourself is one of the most important things that you can do for your own well-being. Now, I'm going to be the first to admit it. Finding time for a hobby is not easy. I'm a wife, I'm a mom, I have national level travel that I have to do as part of my full-time job. I want to get a good night's rest. I want to kiss my husband and play with my baby. Like, those things are important to me. But so is finding time for Nefertiti. And again, I know it's not easy, but I want us to talk about how we might want to begin to think about it. But why do we need to start thinking about a hobby? Well, when was the last time you had something to look forward to? Something really, really, really fun, interesting, or however you fill in the blank, but it was something that you looked forward to. When you find a hobby that brings you joy, it will give you something to look forward to, and that's good news. Having something to look forward to can break the repetitiveness that we sometimes get through day in and day out. If I'm fortunate enough to have a job that some things look different every day. I have different projects that I work on, which is great. But I still have to get our little one up in the evening. We have to fix her lunch. The things can become routine if you're not careful. And so having a hobby can break up your routine, which again can maybe bring you some smiles. Researchers have said that having a hobby can lead to overall better mental well-being. Like, that's good news. Researchers have also said that having a hobby that we practice helps to build our self-confidence. And what can happen if we get stronger in our self-confidence? In our hobby, we might be able to start to take that to other aspects of our life. And we know by now that the stronger we are emotionally and socially, the better we are for everybody, including ourselves. A hobby can perk up your mood. It can put you in a better mood. And so for the person out there that's saying, yes, Nefertiti, here you are talking about having a hobby. where I've got all these children, and I've got laundry, and I've got dry cleaning, and I've got this, and I've got that, and I got that. Yep, you do. You do. You have all those things. But my suggestion is you pick the choice. You can either find time to make time for yourself and indulge in a hobby, or you can go ahead and deal with the dogs, the children, the leaky pipes, and the dead car battery. Go ahead. We'll see how that'll do for you. You have a choice of where you spend your energy. So here's what I'm saying. You can stop for a minute. Make sure that everybody and everything is okay, at least for right now. And if time permits, make a few minutes to spend some time enjoying your hobby. So here's something else to think about. Maybe you're having a hard time thinking about a hobby, like you don't even know where to start. Well, go back to your childhood. Did you enjoy anything from your childhood that could be turned into a hobby now? I didn't have candle making as a hobby, certainly as a child, but one of the hobbies that I also practice in addition to candle making is reading. I love to read, and now that I'm no longer a student, because when you're a student, you don't even want to read other things. But now that I'm no longer a student, a formal student of an institution, because we're always students, I like to read. And right now on my Kindle, I've got like 4 books loaded. One for my own self-growth and motivation. I got one for pleasure. I've got one that I'm reading for a work-related project. Like, I just love to read. So that's something from my childhood that now as an adult I practice. What about you? Do you have anything from your childhood that you could spark? Did you like to cook? Did you like to bake? Did you like photography? Were you great at a particular sport? Then maybe you can think about adding back to your life. If you can't think about a hobby, then my suggestion is go to any craft store or a home improvement store or the library. Those are great places just to spend some time and start to think about finding a hobby. And if you can't get to those physical places because of other responsibilities, which I understand, then get on a website. Peruse, spend some time perusing a website and see if anything sparks your interest. And then there's always Pinterest. Pinterest is a great place to go to help you think about ideas about many things, but it is also a good place to see what people are doing for their hobbies. Amazon.com has a homemade place where all people who do their homemade goods are selling their goods online. So you can go to Amazon Homemade. That's a good place to go. And then the website Etsy, where everything that's sold there is sold by people who make their own goods. So go check out those places. See what those people are getting into that maybe you can add into your life. The laundry can wait. The leaky pipe might not be able to wait. But what about those things that can wait? What about those things? You deserve this. You deserve this. So let's make sure we make some time for it. So what's the point of this conversation? It was all about hobbies. But more importantly, I want to encourage us all to make time to do what you love and love what you do. Let me say that one more time. Make time to do what you love and love what you do. All right, that's it. That's our 9-minute conversation for today. And remember this too. You are not wasting time when you spend time engaged in your hobby. What you are doing is being really kind and attentive to a good friend, also known as yourself. So whether it's reading, exercising, crafting, or painting the deck, let's get ready to add hobbies to our daily existence. Do what you love and love what you do. See you next time.